Hey guys, it's Mary Jane again, and we're going to have our TOEIC tips part 2. Are you ready? Because I am. Alright, so for the next part, we are going to talk about the other TOEIC tips that I can recommend for you guys. So let us proceed to the first one. Okay, the first thing that you need to have or do is, of course, to build a strong vocabulary. So, yeah, another reason why students fail the TOEIC test is that they usually have very limited vocabulary. So, the day you decide that you're going to take the TOEIC, you should make yourself like a blank dictionary. The first thing you need to have is a notebook, or yeah, an address book actually works because it has like it's divided into letters, so you can keep track of all the new words as you learn along the way. And it's not only useful to you just learn new words or just study vocabulary lists, you will only remember words that you have seen in context. So just remember that at the end of each week, you should write a short letter or a composition, and you have to use as many of the words that you learned. So that would be very good. And this would be the best time to stop using the translation dictionary. So electric or electronic dictionaries make things very simple, too simple I guess. You will not remember the word if you don't take any effort in understanding it. So it's better to stop using it. Another thing you have to keep in mind is that TOEIC always is in a business theme. So you have to learn topics about travel, about banking, health, restaurants, offices, etc. And you also would like to learn everyday idiomatic expressions. All right, oops. Okay, now another thing that we have to remember is we have to isolate our weak points. Okay, let's find out what it is. All right, so after you've been studying for the TOEIC for a while, so you will find out, oh sorry, let me move this one. So you will find out which parts you have difficulty, about difficulty in or the thing that you have the most trouble, of course. So you might want to change how you're going to divide your time. So do you have problems with grammar, with the irregular verbs, tenses, parts of speech, prepositions, WH question words? So you can also focus on those, but don't focus on everything at the same time. So it would not be a good idea. And always remember that there may be some help on the internet, so try to use that if you can. So Google can be your friend at this time. All right, now moving on. So the next part, this one. So we have to eliminate, some, how can I say, distractors or things that make you very confused. So in every TOEIC question, there are at least 2 distractors. So wrong answers that the test writer uses to trick you. So be very wary of that and be very careful. And it is much easier to choose the correct answer when you have only 2 to choose from. So the third choice is often very impossible or easy to spot. It actually is. Yeah, it depends on the questions though. So there are many types of distractors. So yes, so you have that listed on number 3. So these types can be similar sounding words or homonyms. You have repeated words or others as well. So as you study, you have to make yourself a list of detractors. In that way, it will be very easy for you to eliminate them. Okay, and the next part is, of course, you just really need to trust your instincts. So sometimes an answer will just jump out as you just feel it in your gut, or it will jump out at you as either correct or incorrect. So if you have been studying hard, so the chances are that your brain is telling you which to choose or which to pick. So don't change your answers after following your instinct. If you do decide to change your answer, so just make sure that you erase it very carefully. That is very important. Also, a machine will be marking your test, so be sure to use a pencil, fill in your answers or your choices or the circle choice completely. So be careful with what you're going to write and make sure that you really write it on the correct number. Alright? Okay, so that would be the end of our TOEIC test part 2, and I'll see you soon in the next part. Thank you!